What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin XCN today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, my friends. Let's get into it right now. Here we are at about 2.326 cents, moving up on this hour, 1.5% already. Nice to see. I think that we are very near, if not at the bottom of this consolidation phase here, right? I think what we had was an impulsive wave count on a 1 hour time frame, very small kind of count, but we did a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up, and now we're seeing our corrective phase here. I think that we're at the end of this phase. I don't know. It might even be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legs down kind of thing. This could have been a zigzag. I'm not going to go through and analyze if it is a zigzag or not. Maybe it's just a diagonal of sorts, but this is a corrective phase. All in all, right? If you don't understand what I'm saying, I don't really even understand what I'm saying, so don't even worry about it. From a low to a high, we're down at the 0.5. And XCN, if we just take a little stroll down memory lane here, you guys, XCN likes its 0.5, and a lot of cryptos do right now. If we take a relative high to low here, right? High, no, that was not the high. That's the high. You found resistance. I guess you went to your 618, but you found resistance there at your 0.5. You found support at your 0.5 there, okay? If we were to take this, I don't know, maybe this high to low, maybe it's not at this 0.5, but we'll see. High to low here. No, not really a whole lot of significance on that 0.5, which is fine, whatever, you know. Doesn't have to be perfect every time. From that low to that high there. You found support on your 0.5, went up and then went down to your golden ratio. You found support on your 0.5 again and again. Golden ratio here, not so much significance on that one afterwards, but initially a little bit of significance there, right? If we take the overall high here to the overall low, where did we find resistance at? The golden ratio, and then at the 0.5 coming down, right? It's not the most respected, and in fact, actually doing all that makes me think that we might go to the golden ratio, if anything. But we could find support here. Oftentimes, what I do say is that we don't find significance on the 0.5. You don't look to find significance, but when you do, you get significant results. The fact that you've bounced or that you've held this area so far for the past like 5 hours, I suppose does make me think that you will go lower. I think if you were to bounce, you would have done it already. But that's not too bad, man. That's not discouraging. Let's look at the 1 hour and see if that's what's going to happen. The 1 hour, I got to say, it kind of disagrees with what I just said. We might actually be moving up. If we move down at all, maybe a little bit lower, but we've got these higher lows coming into play here, higher highs. I think we're in an overall kind of uptrend with the 1 hour. We broke out of this long phase downtrend, and we're getting set up with something new here in this momentary zone. So I do believe that we are probably going to move up from here, actually. But if we were to move down, high to low, I would think that we move down to about 2.17 to 2.1 cents itself. So if the price goes below this low here at about 2.275 cents on a 1 hour basis, we close below there, we're likely going to go to 2.17 to 2.1 cents itself, something in that area, and then we'll probably bounce just as fast as we go down there. I would expect that by the end of today, whether we go down or we go up from here, whatever it is, I would expect by the end of today we're at higher prices than we are now. Is today going to close green? Yes, today will close green, yeah. Is it going to close above these highs? I'm not completely convinced, but it wouldn't surprise me if it did. You know, if we do get this bounce right now to start off the day, certainly by the end of today, not only could we be above these closing prices, but we could be above this high and really be seeing prices at 3 cents. I do assume that by the end of this week, of which we only have 2 days and 20 hours left, so essentially three days left in this week, I would assume that we are at, if not around, 3 cents or higher. Okay, so over the next 3 days, I expect a little bit of a pump to come in. And it could happen today, man. I mean, it really could happen today. If we're up at 3 cents by the end of today, I'm not going to be upset. 30% higher. That would likely signal to me that we are breaking out of this flag, this consolidation phase here on this overall move up, okay, and likely that would gear us up for targets that are going to take us higher, right? We're probably going to go to anything from 10 cents to 13 cents, 18 cents, 25 cents. It's a big range. It's hard to make sense out of, but what I certainly do believe is that we will at least achieve a price of about 10 cents. I'm eager. I'm excited. I'm waiting for it. I think what's going to happen, I think the catalyst that's going to cause this next kind of move up, I'm assuming we're going to get news of Binance listing this coin, right? I think what's going to happen, mark my words, I'm not 100% on this. I can't see the future, but if I had to write a storybook, if this was a fairy tale and I'm the author, I would say that you probably break out, right? Insiders get the information down here, you break out, and then and then we list over here, whatever, right? By the time that you list, it's over here, but by the time you announce the news, it's in the middle of the move there. Just enough time to get people to buy in and think they're so super smart while the price goes up, and just enough time to lock those people in. They feel smart, it dumps down, and then they'll panic sell. You know what I mean? Like it's not. It'll be enough if you know what you're doing. If the news comes out, you buy and then you sell at the right time, it'll be enough. But oftentimes when good news like that gets released, it actually causes more harm to the average investor than it does good. For the people who are buying now, it doesn't matter when that news comes out. You're going to be fine, right? And maybe we get all the way up here and it's some different catalyst that causes it besides the Binance listing. But call me crazy, man. This definitely seems like Binance listing, or at least exchange buying. It seems like that kind of behavior. And, you know, we'll see. I guess we'll just see at the end of this move. All in all, to analyze this move, I very much do believe that while this is a rather significant correction phase, I don't think it's anything in comparison to what we're going to see at the end of this move. I do believe that from a low point here to the high point, wherever it is, whether it's at 10 cents, whether it's at 25 cents, 30 cents, wherever this next high is, I believe that this whole thing will complete this move right here, and we will likely see a consolidation phase after this, which will last for anywhere from 3 weeks to 3 months is my thoughts, and probably likely a month and a half is probably the likely time frame that we'd be dealing with. So just so we're aware of that, right? I am planning, and I actually need to get some sell orders set up for XCN because I am going to sell a lot of XCN. I'm not going to sell my whole bag. I think that XCN will be worth multiple dollars by the end of this cycle. I think it'll be worth over $2 by the end of the cycle. So I'm not going to sell all of my XCN at 20 cents or 25 cents or 10 cents, wherever it tops off. I'm not going to sell it there, but I will have sell orders layered out throughout that range. And if it goes higher, what's great about that, you guys, if XCN, right, if I have buy or sell orders layered throughout here to here in this box area, if the price does this, guess what? I will have missed, even from the lowest part, I'll have missed an 8x. But I can put my money elsewhere in other cryptos that look like they're going to do an 8x, that maybe they do more growth than an 8x over time. That from here, right, if I sold at the very low, if I sold at 10 cents there, and XCN does all of our wildest expectations, and we see prices that are above $2, $2.40, $2.50 even, that could be a 26x. There's plenty of coins. Even if you sell at the wrong time, there's plenty of coins that you could put your money into that will see more than a 20x, 26x by the end of the cycle. There's some coins that we talk about regularly here that have minimum targets that are above that even. So I'm just saying there's no pressure when it comes to selling. There's no pressure. If you're buying now, there's no pressure, okay? If you're going to buy after it breaks out, you're going to have a lot of pressure when it comes to selling. But right now, if you're buying here, there's absolutely no pressure between selling at 10 cents, 18 cents, 19 cents, 25 cents, whatever. I'm only talking about this not to try and get people to mass sell XCN, right? I just want people to lock in profits. There's an old saying in this space, my friends. It goes something like this. Anybody, and this might hit home for some of you, okay? Anybody can make profits. Only the professionals take profits, okay? If you want to take profits, if you want to make profits, you got to be like a professional, right? You got to take profits. You can't, and if you're going to do that, you have to talk about selling. I love you, XCN. You've been phenomenal. You're my favorite coin of the cycle so far, my friend. You've done really well for all of us. But the whole purpose was to buy low and sell high, and damn it, I'm going to do that, and I hope you do too. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but where I think this next high is going to come in is likely anywhere between this 886 and this, I think it's the 3618. Yeah. Yeah, 3618, 3786. So it's between about just below 10 cents there. I'm going to call it 10 cents though. And then 26 cents, something in that area. So I probably later tonight, while I'm laying in bed contemplating what I want to do with my life, I'm going to layer out a bunch of sell orders, man. Layer them out throughout this whole range. Some will be heavy at the bottom, some will be heavy at the top. That's kind of my style. I like to think of it like a sandwich, right? I get the bun on the bottom, the bun in the middle, and then you get some of the fixings the bun at the bottom, the bun at the top, and then the fixings are in the middle. Okay. I even kind of have it drawn like that. I didn't mean to, but look at that, right? There's your bun. There's your other bun. There's the big pieces, and then all the little pieces in the middle. I don't know. I'm just trying to say how I go about my selling is I I don't necessarily DCA out. I do DCA out to some degree whenever it comes to long-term plays. Whenever it's shorter-term stuff like this or mid-term stuff like this, I layer out. I don't DCA out. I layer out. I have an initial sell order, and then I have more that continue to go up more and more and more until I hit that maximum area where I'll have however much, I don't know, 10%, 20% of what I'm trying to sell, 5%, whatever it is, right? And just layer it all the way through there. That way, when the price happens, whenever it does make that spike and it's only at this price for a minute, 2 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever, it's there for a moment, you can at least catch it. I'm only bringing this up again, not because I'm trying to induce or convince people to sell XCN. I hope everybody buys here. I think that this is a really good price to buy here at 2.3 cents. None of this is financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor anyways, but this next move, while it's been a fun ride, while we're all talking about the upside, and while there's even higher prices than that, and it's easy to get carried away and off guard, or your mind in the sky, head in the clouds with these $2 and beyond targets, I think that there are I would say, I don't know. I was going to say, I think that there are other projects that might grow more than this at that time. But what's going to be difficult is by the time you sell this XCN, if you're with me in this, and not financial advice, not a financial advisor. When I say with me, I just mean if you're with me in the same logic of thought here. If you're going to sell at this 10 to 25 cent area, by that time, it'll likely be the end of March, middle of March. A lot of cryptos will have moved up already. So when it comes time to selling, I'm not looking to rotate money directly into altcoins at that moment. I'm probably going to sit on some cash, wait and see, maybe wait 3 weeks, wait a month or so and see how things look. I might reallocate. I probably will reallocate a lot of the funds that I take profits on. I'll reallocate back into XCN at a later date. If XCN keeps running, cool. I'll just reallocate it into something else. But I'm probably going to take most of that money and put it into other coins. I'm not going to say what coins they are. I'll figure that out. I mean, I've got it figured out actually right now, but I'll let you guys know as it comes. Okay? Because I can change my decision at any moment. New coins can come up. Old coins can look better than we thought they were. I'm just philosophizing too much at the end of the day right now, man. I'm not trying to. I want to end the video. I can feel you guys yawning and boring, and I'm boring you just to death here. So all I'm trying to say is be prepared to sell. There's nothing wrong with having sell orders on the way up. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? If all of your sell orders are at 30 cents, okay, that there might be something wrong with that. Not financial advice, not your financial advisor, but I think layering it is the best way. There's nothing wrong with having it at 10 cents and the price goes all the way to 20 cents, okay? Nothing wrong with that at all. Just get in and get out. You're at 2.3 cents now. A move up to 10 cents, even if it goes beyond that, you're still taking killer profits in a very short amount of time, okay? Make sure you take profits. Make sure you take profits. If there is one point to the end of this madness of talk that I've had at the end of this video, it would be please take profits, okay? I don't want to see any of you round trip your bags. I want you to be prepared for it, and the best way to prepare for it is to have sell orders set up in place, or at least to have some kind of plan to sell, right? And of course, don't sell it all. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I'm not going to sell it all. I'm just selling anything from 20 to 80% of what I hold in XCN. I'm not saying the exact percentage because I want you guys to base it off of your own risk management, risk tolerance, profit-taking tolerances, whatever. I want you to be in charge of your own financial destinies, right? I'm not in charge of it, so I don't know how much to tell you I'm going to sell. I'm just going to say something between 20 and 80, something that's at least somewhat significant, so 20% at a minimum, and something that leaves me at least something significant if I sell as much as I want to sell, which would be 80%. I'm left with 20% at least there. So, but probably, truthfully, it's probably going to be somewhere in the middle there, right? Not quite to either ends of those extremes, but make sure you take profits. All aboard the choo-choo train. We're going to move up here pretty soon, you guys. If we move lower, cool. It could happen, but by the end of this week, I think we'll be up at 3 cents, if not higher, or around there by the end of the week here. Hit the like button, subscribe. Sorry, not sorry. I went on a little bit of a rant at the end there. I just couldn't stop talking, but it's good to game plan, man. It really is good to game plan. And while we've only been talking about buying, and really if we ever talk about selling, it's just on these short-term little plays here, it's very important to talk about selling, right? And the reason I'm talking about it, the reason why we've gone over it at all is because we are about to be in profit-taking land, okay? We're about to be in the area that we want to sell. To be completely fair, I think it would actually look better to get 3 red weeks. 2 days, 20 hours left. Maybe I shouldn't call for us to be at 3 cents. I don't know. I'd actually like it if we had 3 red weeks personally. Three red weeks. They call that what? That's like 3 falling crows or something like that. Tends to promote growth. I don't know. They don't look exactly like falling crows, but TD sequential, whatever. 3 red weeks is good. But hey, we only had 2 red weeks here, and that was good enough for us. So maybe we don't need 3. I don't know. Whatever. Don't hate me if we're not at 3 cents. Don't love me if we are above 3 cents, right? Nobody knows what's going to happen. It's going to happen the way it's always been meant to happen. It's going to happen soon. Next week, next month, we're moving up to prices that are above 10 cents, 20 cents, 25 cents at the highest. I got nothing else for you. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.